Joe, do you know what a T-Rex is?
I don't. Enlighten me.
Do you know what the T stands for?
Tyrannosaurus. I don't know what T-Rex is, but I know that.
No, that's not it.
Oh.
But anyway, during the summer of 1990, hell, I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, yeah, that's right. A paleontologist named Sue Hendrickson was part of a team searching for fossils at the Cheyenne River Indian Reservation in western South Dakota. And while the rest of her team tried to fix a flat tire on their vehicle, Sue was wandering off and she discovered a few small fossilized bones that would turn out to be part of the most intact remains ever recovered of you guessed it, a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Rex, that's the part I didn't know.
That's right.
Yeah, I got it.
In fact, that skeleton was about 90% complete, which most scientists theorize is a result of the dinosaur being covered by mud and water shortly after its death, which prevented other animals from, you guessed it, carrying away the bones.
I guessed it, yeah.
I ate the bones. Well, not this time, Bucko. All right. And thanks to the nearly complete bone structure, much has been learned about the life of this ancient beast. For one, the T-Rex was 28 years old when it died. Joe, I believe
close.
You're almost 28.
And I have a nearly complete bone structure.
You're nearly dead as well. And it weighed about 8.4 metric tons also, Joe.
Yeah, hey, that's me.
Which is, for you math heads out there, that's about 18,500 pounds.
I consider myself a math head. And you're talking about
speaking
my
of
ex-wife,
heads-
for God's sakes.
Speaking of heads, it had a skull nearly 5 feet in diameter.
That actually is me.
Yeah, that is.
I got a big
Taking
head, folks.
Yeah, baseball cap on that thing. All right, we're about halfway through this thing. Let's keep going. During its life, this carnivore received several injuries and suffered from numerous pathologies. A damaged shoulder blade, a torn tendon in the right arm, 3 broken ribs. The left fibula was twice the diameter of the right one, likely the result of an infection, mind you. Multiple holes in the front of the skull were originally thought to be bite marks by some, but a subsequent study found that these were areas of infection instead, possibly from an infestation of an ancestral form of Trichomonas gallinae, a protozoan parasite, of course.
Naturally.
That causes death by starvation due to internal swelling of the neck. Damage to the back end of the skull was interpreted early on as a fatal bite wound, but subsequent study found no bite marks. The distortion and breakage seen in some of the bones in the back of the skull were likely caused by post-mortem trampling. Some of the tail vertebrae are fused in a pattern typical of arthritis due to injury. The animal is also believed to have suffered from gout. Scholars debate exactly how the animal died, but the cause of the death is ultimately unknown. We may not know how this enormous specimen died, but we do know where its remains are currently on display. That's right, folks. This fossil I speak of sits in the Field Museum of Natural History in Chicago, Illinois, with a nickname you just might recognize. That's right, folks. They call this big bone dino Sue, after the paleontologist who first discovered it. And how, you may ask, does this sexy T-Rex fit into today's episode of Cold Cans, which you're so juiced up for that you just can't even sit straight? Your hair's curling all on its own, and you're a little boned up. Well, this beer fits today because this beer that we're drinking pays homage to that disease-riddled dinosaur we all know and love. That's right. Today, the boys infect their skulls with a beer named Sue. It's toppling Goliath's PseudoSue Pale Ale. Yes. Welcome to today's show, folks. A cheers to you, Joseph.
Thanks, and thanks for tuning in, folks. That's all the time we have.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was going to.
Now we only have to do 12 minutes of the rest of the show, and we're going to be at our limit.
Yeah, I was going to try to play the music again and act like we were fading back out after.
That would have been pretty good.
No, that's an interesting backstory.
Yeah. So basically, the brewery. Bunch of science heads, bunch of fossil heads, and they wanted
we've talked
pay
about
homage.
math heads for the math heads on the show, and if you're a science head, the first few drinks are very good.
Yeah.
Should we call it where we got these beers?
Yes, we should.
Yeah.
My generous cousins from afar transported these by legal means to me out here in the Great Pacific Northwest.
Astute listeners would know and potentially question how legal these means were for transport, but
Legality is such a subjective thing, Joe.
No, yeah. The law is objective. But, yeah, thanks again to Nick's family for providing us with these beers.
Very nice, yeah. This is a very, celebrated beer, and I had never had it previously, but they spoke highly of it, and it is rated very highly.
Rated
Should we
R.
get to the hey, rated R for Rex?
The can is beautiful.
It is. It's a cool can.
It's one of the best. So the can has this purple and green
Barney
Tyrannosaurus
colored
Rex.
T-Rex.
But a much angrier dinosaur than Barney. PseudoSue Pale Ale. Good shit so far. I really like it. I like pale ales.
They even call out the Field Museum on the can. I read recently that they that wasn't an initial thing. They did a collaboration afterwards. And now at the Field Museum, you can actually get this beer on tap.
Get all pissed up.
You get all pissed up while stumbling into fossils.
You let your shit kids run around, and Daddy gets all pissed up in the corner.
But it's a really cool story. And Toppling Goliath Brewing Company has kind of grown from this. Again, a homebrew thing is like a husband and wife. The husband was a home brewer, and it just grew into this big thing. And now they have world-renowned beers now.
Nice.
And they brew out of, Decorah, Illinois, or Iowa, excuse me. All the same to me.
I had not heard of them before you brought the beer in today, but...
Heard of it?
No, the answer was no. But, it's a tale as old as time, that homebrew, as old as the Jurassic period.
Thank you.
Thank you. Land before time.
Tale as old as a dinosaur
as
tale.
The time before time. And this beer is very good. I'm a pale ale fan. I'm the big pale ale boy.
Are you
the
here
pap.
To say it? If you will. Let's add a ST
I remember what you
onto that.
were. Yeah, what were you?
I'm the big bean boy.
You were the
BBB.
big. You're the triple B, but you were something recently. Listeners may remember. I don't. Oh, you were the big American Airlines boy. You're the BAB.
Oh, did we do that?
Yeah, you're the big bean boy and the big American Airlines boy.
I
the
was
big
just flying
pale ale
American this past weekend too. So
because you're the BAB,
living up to it.
I'm a pale ale boy. I'm a PAB.
Pale ale boy sucks titties. Pabst.
Oh, Pabst. Okay. Did not know where you were going with that. No.
No, I do not.
I do not.
Take that
my
off the
parents
record.
listen to this show.
I know. I told my
record is
parents
off.
I was going to stop cussing so much on this show, and there I go saying
I wouldn't
titties.
Call, I would go and call sucks
You can't
titties
say
to be
titties.
cussing. Yeah, you
One
can.
of Carlin's famous 6 words or whatever you can't say.
Right.
No, it's not. But
if I was in a show and I was like titties, I don't think
ass titties.
Well, ass would get me an R tag, an explicit tag. I wonder under
Unless there's a
Apple
donkey.
Podcast guidelines if titties got us that explicit tag.
Should we test it? Should we not mark this one as explicit?
Well, we said ass, and I'm sure we said fuck already at some point.
No. Well, that's the one I'm going to get out of my vocab.
Oh, are you?
Mother mandated, Nicholas approved.
Okay.
It lowers your
Everything else is
intelligence,
fair
she
game.
says. It lowers your level of intelligence.
Maybe
It does not reflect well. Right.
the
right.
perceived level of intelligence.
Right. That's
on
what.
you, yeah.
Right.
I like that argument, and I for the most part agree with it. But I
do agree
think,
with it.
I think though, what it does is it should not never be. It should be used sparingly. It's much funnier
Adds
if
emphasis.
somebody who never swears at some point says, "What the fuck is going on here?" Then it's
Right.
really, really funny.
I agree.
It's not if you say it all the time like I do. So yeah, I agree.
Same. I feel like I've gotten into the habit of saying it too often on this show. So, Mom, America, Cold Cans Nation, I'm going to take a step back from the F-bombs.
Yeah,
But I'm going to say titties all the time now.
yeah. So you're taking fuck away and adding a ton to your repertoire.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
not
getting
gonna
lazy
say
with the
titties.
F-bombs.
I don't want
Ooh.
to say titties. I
Okay.
don't like that. I don't like titties.
You don't like titties?
Well,
Ooh,
hey.
get that sound bite.
No, I don't like that. I don't like the word. I don't like titty.
Titties?
Titty.
It's fun to say.
It is. A couple of white guys sitting on a podcast talking about titties.
Well, it's like was some NBA announcer, or not NBA, NCAA, Bill Raftery.
When he says
Titillating! Like he'll
yeah.
say that. It's fun to say.
Yeah, okay. It's better than. Are we going to keep talking swear words?
Let's do it.
The
This is the
ugliest
cuss
swear
hour.
word is not fuck. It's the C word.
Sure, in America.
It's the ugliest goddamn word. It's so ugly.
Yeah, you can't
And
say that.
I don't say.
Yeah.
There are some reserved words I keep out of the show. And because they're just like maybe in a time past or other cultures, these types of words, but I'm out. But fuck, I'm all in. Fucking titties. I'm back in on titties.
Going all in on titties. All right, how is
talking
the beer
about?
going
All right,
down?
yeah.
You've said good things.
I love this beer. I'm like a third of the way through. This is one of the better pale ales I've ever had.
I like it
it's
too.
Really good.
I like it too. And I was a little naughty boy and I had one of the other cans they had sent me previous to recording this show.
You had a heads up.
I did.
This is the first I've had ever. Of
Awesome.
This.
And so you love it. Yeah. And so I poured it into a pint glass and it's thick.
Three C's. Okay.
And you can see all the sediment in it. I don't know what that's from. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know enough about beer.
Yeah. What am I, a geologist?
Yeah, what am I, some kind of paleontologist? Paleontologist.
Boom! Oh!
That's pretty good, actually.
Well, we both had it at the exact
we
same
did,
time.
yeah. We're very smart and unique.
We're paleontologists for the PseudoSue Toppling Goliath beer. That's pretty good.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Joe.
Yeah, well, I think if listeners go back and what you did, like the Olympic, toe
photo
over the line,
finish.
I think I got there just before you got there. I was saying paleontologist.
Well, I queued it up for both of us.
You did. You did a good job. But you don't queue it up and then
I know.
catapult?
Capsize? What are you trying to say?
No. Take.
Leapfrog? Oh,
Just take your own joke. You don't put it on the tee and push the little kid out of the way
true.
and hit a home run.
I apologize.
I'm the little kid wobbling up to the tee trying to hit it.
And I'm the drunk uncle stumbling onto the field with my butt crack out.
Yeah, you were at the museum all day sucking down these PseudoSues.
And then somebody put a 12-ounce metal bat in my hands, and I'm ready to hit. Okay. Yeah, no, this is good. We're drinking it out of the cold cans, kept very cold all day long. I've been here since like 8:45 this morning.
Yeah, Nick's been
But
in
I
the
got my
studio
little
all day.
ice packs packed along, keeping this baby cold.
Yeah.
What I had an idea for the studio. What if
Okay.
we're never going to get a fridge in here? It would make too much noise for recording and such. And we don't. Yeah. When the ice maker comes out. I'm going to take a break. Yep. Tell our clients to shut up for a minute. There's ice being made. But no, what we do, we get one of those like foam white coolers.
Foam corners.
Right.
Foam coolers. Okay.
R.I.P.
Yep.
Because they're cheap. We could get an actual cooler too, but we don't need it. And just keep ice in there. And or dry
It'll
ice.
melt.
Something.
Dry ice?
Sure. Keep it cold.
Nick, it'll melt.
No. We do it once a week. We
No,
get signed
it won't
up.
melt.
We're on the blue apron of dry ice. We get it delivered every week.
Oh, okay. So you're explicitly saying dry ice, or you'd get a foam corner cooler and put regular ice in it?
No, dry ice. Something
Dry
that'll
ice.
last.
For
or
cold
even
cans.
Yeah.
I kind of like...
That's insulated though, right?
But what's wrong
Those
with
are
this little cooler? Listeners don't know, but I'm holding up Nick's little lunch pail cooler here. What's wrong with this guy?
There's nothing wrong with it, except I had to lug it up the hill like a goddamn person.
You would have to lug up the dry
Excuse me,
ice.
I didn't mean goddamn. I take that back.
Yeah. No, it's not your reserved. I got to get you to say one F-bomb in this show. Okay, fine. Let's do it. All right. Hey, cheers.
Put that into the expenses. Cheers.
Cheers. Put it on the expenses.
We can afford
Charge it to the business.
I love swiping that business debit card wherever I go.
I know. Every meal. If it's like a McDonald's or something, if I'm traveling, I pay out of pocket. But if I go somewhere nice, I put the corporate card in. We make no money here.
Yeah,
at the
that's
studio.
the joke, folks.
No money on this show.
Donate today.
I think we still have a donate button on our website.
Of course we do.
Yeah.
Beer money. It's like a funny, logical thing.
Yeah, not many people think it's that funny. Though.
No.
Not enough to click on it.
Not clickable content. All right,
No.
where were we?
We're talking about the beer. It's fantastic. It's very sippable. It's also very sessionable.
It's
I love
very
when they're
tasty,
both.
too.
Yes. There's some fruit flavor to it.
Yes.
Most pale ales have that little kind of fruit tinge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fruity's perfect for you, Joe.
What do you mean by that?
This single hop ale showcases the Citra hop, named for the largest...
What did you mean by that?
Nothing.
Ah.
It wasn't an insult, that's for sure, if that's what you're
No,
implying.
I think that you were implying that
I
fruity
was
is
not.
somehow an insult.
No. It is a descriptor, but not an insult.
Mrs. Patry, I think that
she doesn't listen to the show because I cuss too much.
2 swings and 2 misses. He's close to throwing out an F-bomb here. I got called fruity, and he implied something else, and I got called a goddamn something. Maybe I didn't get called.
No,
that.
You didn't.
Anyway, go ahead. So it's fruity.
It has ferocious aromas of grapefruit, citrus, mango, and evergreen.
Ooh, evergreen. Evergreen chew dip. It's got chaw in it.
Oh, we might still have some of that here in the studio.
Yeah, unfortunately,
you remember that?
Unfortunately, we got drunk one time, and one of our Canadian friends bought some grizzly green
winter green grizz. Yeah,
it's been sitting in the studio ever since. Man, that's some bad stuff.
Immediately induces vomiting in me. Keep your Ipecac, baby. Give me that grizz wintergreen.
Oh, of course. It's not good. It's no good. Very bad.
Hey, Joe, do you remember when we had the chance to have a sponsor on this show? And it was a vape
recently.
pen?
So
have we talked about that on the show?
We haven't, and maybe we shouldn't openly make fun of it. But Cold Cans Nation, you guys are strong out there. We have a good amount of listeners, enough that we've been in discussions for some sponsorships. And
discussions indeed.
Discussions. Hey, did I tell you I haven't even told you this yet. I got adult braces recently. I have Invisalign braces.
See.
They're not in right now because I'm drinking.
Gotcha.
So I had to take them out. Nice. They're actually at home.
Nice.
And straighten out these goddamn crooked ass teeth. Like these T-Rex teeth I have.
I'll raise something here because I think
we're gonna get back
teeth,
to the vape pen sponsorship.
Yeah,
let's put a pin in that.
Yeah,
put a pin in that and come to this.
So bottom
braces.
teeth.
Yeah.
How often do you think other people see Joe's trying to show him he's behind the mic? Those aren't even that crooked.
No, look at them. Look at that. Look at my front teeth. Look at these.
Any time that I have been talking to you, I've never noticed anything bad about your teeth.
That's
I think it is a
say.
thing. It's a thing because you see yourself in the mirror every single day. Close
I want
up.
to have better teeth. Yeah.
Fair enough, I guess. Fair enough. But it shouldn't be something you're like self-conscious about, I guess.
The gap. That's what people say. It's what people say when you're
fat.
That's
your trademark.
Too, people say that when you're fat too. I don't want to have a trademark with my teeth. I'll do a trademark with my dynamic personality. I don't need that Strahan crutch. You hear me, Michael Strahan? I'm calling you out. You use the gap as a crutch.
Oh.
What were we talking about? I have adult braces.
And you were saying,
what did we put a pin in?
You don't want to. Well, no, we're not done with this, Joe.
Okay.
Don't even try running away from this.
The teeth. I have small teeth, and
you want the teeth
out.
like Brad Pitt.
And I want to be Brad Pitt.
The rest you told him, give me the pit.
Yeah. The rest of the way there, I'm there, baby.
You are, yeah.
And
one missing link here
is my teeth. I don't know. I have insurance through work, and I was told I got to use insurance or it expires or some shit. I don't know. Maybe that's not how it works.
Then go for it. I won't criticize. Yeah.
But
if you don't use it, you just might lose it.
Yeah. And so I have braces. So here's why I was, because I was lisping a little bit. I'm used to the braces enough. You've been gone. Nick is such a jet setter. He's been gone for a couple of weeks.
I was gone for like 6 days, and you said to me on like 8 different times, "Welcome back." Like I was gone for a year.
Maybe to me it just seemed like you were gone for long because the absence makes the heart wistful, but then grow
absence makes the heart misperceive time.
Well, you were gone, and in that time I got braces, enough time for me to get used to talking with the braces.
How do you just wear them? Except for when you're eating?
Except for when you're eating. But when I was here, I thought there's a pretty good chance the entire time I'll be drinking beer / eating. So I just left them at home.
Caught up. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I left my retainer case at work. So I have a sparkling pink great retainer case for my wife. But anyway, what did we put a pin in?
Is it on your desk?
Yeah. Ugh. Well, no, the one at work is purple, and it is kind of gross. It leaks out the bottom, like all my saliva. So I got this puddle on my desk. Whatever. It's a shared workspace. People have to deal with it now.
Give
us our offices back.
Yeah. We know you're listening,
What are we
Bill.
talking about?
Let's get back to the pin. In? I'm going to undo the pin.
What fell down off the wall when you undid the pin? What were we talking about?
You scared it right out of me.
No, listeners probably know. I stuttered.
Oh fuck! I honestly don't remember.
The Bab boy, the
that was a year. That was a year ago.
Pale ale boy sucking titties. That was a long time ago. I have no idea. Listeners, chime in if you can remember
Oh my
right now. This
God.
is an honor system thing. If you can remember right now as you listen to this, what it is that we put a pin in.
Yeah.
If you
Text us or
honor
tweet us.
system, text, tweet, whatever it is, tell us exactly what we put a pin in. Honor system that you didn't go back and look.
And anyone who doesn't text us, we know doesn't actually listen to the show and lies to us.
Yeah, but when if you remember, let us know, and then next week on the next episode, we'll unpin it once
Okay.
people remind us what it is that we were talking about.
Okay. So
'Cause
we're
I
going
don't
to
remember.
abandon this. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about Chew.
Ooh, that was closer to them.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn. Gosh darn it. Me oh my.
Oh,
What
damn.
could it have been? Day gub.
Fuck.
Let's give you some stats on this beer. It's a 6.2% ABV.
Yep.
It's got a 50 IBU, which is like right in that nice range.
Yeah, that
that's
it
not
describes
too,
this perfectly.
Yeah, that's not too
the
bitter.
Pab boy loves that. The Pabst boy, he loves that.
Also, there is a Seattle connection with this beer, Joe.
Sound the alarm. Seattle connection.
Okay, so apparently the makers of Toppling Goliath, or the founders or whatever of Toppling Goliath Brewery, like I said, is in Iowa, but they often tweet about the city of Seattle. I'm on their Twitter account at TG Brews. A lot of far or a lot of what is it called? Far right? What am I trying to say?
You talking?
Yeah.
You talking far right Trump?
Yeah, that's what
Always
I was. That was
Trumpers?
the joke I was trying, but it's not it.
I'm
It says
singing Black
on
Hole Sun. That's the Seattle connection underlay, by the way.
Oh, okay. Won't you come? You come my black hole. Okay, December 5th.
That's strike 3 for
27
Mrs. Patry.
December 5th of 2017, they said, another trip to Seattle. Hopefully can lock in a fun location and a new home for our 30-barrel brew house. They're trying to build a brewery and brew house in Seattle.
Where in Seattle did they say?
It doesn't say. There's speculation in the forums
Ooh.
about where it might be.
Okay.
Some people are trying to woo them to Leavenworth or to Tacoma.
Leavenworth?
Yeah, people are like, don't go to Seattle.
Get out of Dodge.
Right. And so they're saying,
not
come to
going to
Leavenworth,
Leavenworth.
come to Tacoma.
For those who don't know, Leavenworth is just a mountain town in the middle of nowhere, near Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Tacoma's south of Seattle. It's like sort of a sister city. But yeah, they apparently come to Seattle all the time. They tweeted about it, and they might be building a brewery here.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is cool.
I really hope they do, because this beer is fantastic.
Because that was recent, too. That was December of last year. 2 short months ago.
So it probably is happening then. Nice.
Yeah, it's at least in the works.
Great beer being brewed out here that they could compete. Absolutely.
And I mean, the Citra hop, that comes from here, right? That's one of the Columbia hops. Cascade hops, I mean.
Yeah.
Citra.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think so,
I'm not going to look it up
Yakima?
either. Yakima.
Why did we put a pin in? I can't get over it. It's like holding a sneeze in. I need to get it out. I need to crawl back on the tangent. Oh, my wife's calling me.
Yeah, should we?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Turn her up.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I have an iPhone, so I don't have the dongle.
don't have
I
the
can't turn it
dongle.
in. We'll put her on speaker. Hold
Okay.
on. Hey, Devin, you're on Cold Cans.
Welcome to Cold Cans.
Cold cans.
Yeah, you are. You're on speakerphone live. We were just talking about a beer we were drinking. What are you doing?
I just finished yoga class.
You finished yoga class. Very Seattle indeed. We just did Seattle corner.
Nice. I finished yoga class and I am going to return my public library books.
Oh wow, what books? What books, Dev?
What book? The Handmaid's Tale. It was terrible.
She doesn't like Margaret Atwood's prose. Yeah.
So wordy. Anyway, I will let you get back to your show.
Well, what did you need?
Yeah.
You're off air now. You can say.
I was going to see if you were done, if you guys wanted to ride home. But
Oh.
you're not.
It'll be a little bit. We talked about the studio a lot. We bickered about price for about an hour.
Yeah,
beforehand.
and my intro was 45 minutes.
Snooze, we lose.
I called that you wouldn't be done May 8 o'clock, so.
So eat shit,
I'm
Joe.
in the library then.
All right. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Dev.
Bye. All right,
There
well,
she was, folks.
She did call. She was like, "You're gonna be done by 8, right?" And I was like, "Of course. I'm going over there like 5:30." And then, of course, Nick and I, played grab ass for an hour and a half.
We did do a lot of. You get a closed door in a dark room.
And the
A lot of
Cold
grab
Cans
ass.
boys.
Yeah.
Cold Cans Nation. I don't remember what it was. Should we move this show along
Let
the
me
rails?
tell you one more Seattle
This show is a
thing here.
bullet train. That's what I got to say. We have topics, and we're a bullet train down the rails.
So Chuck's Hop Shop, literally your backyard,
yeah, adjacent to where I live.
back in June of 2017, did a big build up to a can release of Toppling Goliath PseudoSue. They ordered a couple pallets of it to have at the place.
Yeah, it's so
And it was
good.
like a big build up on Facebook and stuff. I think you must have been living there at that time, right? June of 2017?
Yep.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
you were
I
on your
would've
honeymoon.
I
Yeah,
would've
you just
moved
got
in, but I was
married.
on you were living there.
Yeah, I was there.
You were
I should have been there.
dog sitting, yeah.
Yeah.
Your dad was probably there.
Yeah, he would have been.
He
would
would've
have been.
been.
We should have gone and drank some Toppling
He was
Goliath.
too busy with the Roomba. I heard he got very close with the Roomba.
He was excited about the Roomba. He's filming it, sending videos. Look at this. Look at it. It's a robot.
It was my favorite thing.
And then him and the dog, big Douglas guy.
I know. Well, I'll thank you to Nick's dad. What are we talking about? Chuck's. We're not putting a pin in
Chuck's
this.
Hop Shop. Yeah. Cool place, by the
Chuck's-
way. Yeah, offers a ton of beers, a bunch of different taps, and
we're
it's
not begging
it's
for a
like a
sponsorship
living
or
room,
anything.
right? Well, yeah, we should talk to Chuck himself.
Yeah. No, it is a really cool place, and it's it feels like you just said. It feels like a basement or a living room or something at like a holiday that you're at. It's one of Seattle's
And is just doing filthy well on business.
Yeah,
that
you-
place is always packed.
Go there Monday at noon, and there's fucking 100 people
It's
in there
bullshit.
drinking beers. For those of Cold Cans Nation who've never been to Seattle, come and visit. Number one, you're welcome anytime. We'll take you in, and we'll all go to Chuck's together, and you're gonna have a fucking great time.
Indeed.
Should we get to beer advocate? I think it's about that
Let's get
time.
to the BA score. Okay, it is a 4.52 out of 5,
Yeah.
which translates to world class. Quite a few ranks, too, 4,500 rankings.
It's very good. World class indeed. This is a really, really,
It is
really good beer.
It's good.
Is it expensive? It's gotta be.
Chuck's was selling it for like $11 or $12, maybe $10.50, something like that, for a 4-pack of Tall Boys. So, kind of expensive. Yeah.
Okay, but other than that, it's if we're getting
It's
we getting to
good.
the rankings portion of the show?
Why not? We've been going on too long. I don't even know what time it's been.
You see me? You
Joe's
see what
getting
I
ready to
feel?
yell into the mic, folks.
I'm yawning. I'm feeling kind of funny.
Uh-oh.
It's feeling kind of sad that the beer in which I'm drinking is the best I've ever had. I find kind of circled. It's a very, very
Pab
world.
Pab world.
This, ladies and gentlemen, rev your engines, is your Joey Glock's opinion is the new number one. That's my favorite beer we've had on this
actually
entire
okay with
rankings.
that. I'm okay with that, and I love my cousins for sending me this, and what an act of generosity
family
for us
touch.
Cold Cans. Right.
Absolutely.
And the fact that it is a small town brewery that kind of grew into this enormous thing that's world renowned. People, there's examples of people, going to Decorah, Iowa or something to
Right.
be there for a new beer being released by this brewery. So it's really cool how they built up from that. I am very comfortable putting it at number 1.
Oh, it feels good. I don't know what their secret is, but it's the logo. It just straight up is a good beer, like a blind taste test. This
It's
would be
good. There's so much
fantastic beer.
flavor in there, I think is one of the big things for me. It's so flavorful. And usually you only get that with an IPA that's overly hoppy.
Right.
But I don't think this is overly hoppy.
It doesn't lean on the hops.
There's
you're
just
right.
a lot of flavor in there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's very good. I think a Pab boy could agree. I think a Pab boy is excited about it.
Yeah. It's got a cool backstory. PseudoSue,
It's our new number
Toppling
one.
Goliath. It's our new number 1.
I
We're happy.
really-
All's good in the nation.
All would be perfect if we just remember what we put the pin in. Maybe next week.
What
folks.
the fuck was that pin in? The Cold Cans podcast is recorded in the Overcast Room at Cloud Studios in Seattle, Washington. Visit cloudstudioseattle.com